computer is so slow. It's so bad. So bad how slow it is. And it's not the internet. It's like my computer's just 6 years old and dying. And I try to do too much on it all the time. So that's going to be the next big purchase. All right. So, okay, Azif, you want to share your fun fact with us?
Yes, you see. Okay. Recently, I have been picking up a lot of reading, as you all know. I had the whole issue with Brokeback Mountain, and it had a very bad start. It seems like everything I pick up is not what it says on the cover. Now, I know that there is a whole thing that you say about don't judge a book by its cover. But recently, because of the Brokeback Mountain issue, I went to a play store where you buy like playwrights. So I found this play called Spaceballs. It was not about space at balls at all. I thought that, I would learn about planets and moons and stuff, and it was not. It was about a Druish princess. Really threw me off. And I tried to pick up another book about maybe songs of my homeland up north, where there's lots of colds called. So I found a book called Songs of Fire and Ice. And it had nothing to do about fire and ice. It had this guy and girl who were brother and sister making children. It was very creepy. And there was a chair with, mini swords stuck in it. And let's see, there was another one that I picked up called 50 Shades of Grey. I thought maybe it was about pastels and how to put like your clothes together, but it was not. It had this girl who got down on her knees all the time, and it had the red room. It was very strange. It seems like everything I touch and I pick up has some ulterior motive. I think that somebody is leading me, maybe to discover more about the world than what is already out there by putting these books in front of me.
So you can't judge a book by its cover or its title.
That is what I am learning. All the covers are leather. I don't understand. But the names on the covers, I don't know who thinks about these things. But
I think you're in the wrong section. Wrong section of the bookshop might be it.
Well, I go in the back room where you're supposed to go to, behind the curtain. The beaded curtain is back there. That's where they told me to go. They said they'll find the good books, is what they said.
Sure.
That is all.
Okay, it's his fun fact. Go ahead.
Ash was once because he was hung with a bunch of little hoodlums and stuff like that, and so they decided to try to give him an apprenticeship, and so he had to apprentice with a carpenter, and he really hated it, and he wasn't very good at it because he's not like a physical guy. He's never been great like that. He's artistic, but he's not. Manual labor is not his thing, and he was really. The guy kind of was really hard on him, and he ended up down the guy's shop, but it was supposed to be an accident. But that's how he got out of that gig, his apprenticeship.
He burned down the carpenter's shop to get out of the job. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Fireball.
What was the carpenter's name? Was it Jesus?
Ante.
I knew that guy.
Ante the carpenter.
Jose the carpenter.
Harriet, do you have a fun fact?
Is she there?
I don't know. Maybe we should have told her that we started.
She likes to clean, I know that.
Yeah. Harriet's cleaning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, she reconnected. There you go. There you go.
This whole time. That explains it. So while I'm munching on food, in terms of the fun fact, Harriet has a best friend named Kelly, and she used to do get up to a lot of shenanigans with Kelly. And she has a lot of stories of what her and Kelly used to get up to as the little shenaniganery. Kelly was a tabaxi that was the only one in her entire village.
How did that work with the tabaxi in a village of rabbit people? Like a cat and rabbit.
Nature and prey.
That'll be for the next fun fact.
I would like to hear more about you and this Kelly getting into different positions and shenanigans.
Oh no, here we go.
Like chasing
Uncle
Kelly up a
Pervo over
tree, or like I'm thinking like cat and I've seen my cat run after rabbits. I've also seen my cat run up a tree to get away from stuff, so could be. All right, Zora.
So I recently got Uncanny Dodge, which is when an attacker sees you with an attack, or an attacker I can see hits me with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you. Well, Zora's convinced she's learning how to teleport, but she can only do it like a half inch at a time. So when somebody comes at her, she can half the damage and move just fast enough to get out of the way a little bit. But we're concentrating and practicing very hard right now because we believe this is the first step of teleportation.
Okay.
What kind of rogue is she again?
Skirmisher?
Gurm.
I don't know.
Wow, I did my speakers did not pick that whole word up.
I don't even remember, honestly. Like, where's that at?
It's
It's
on
at the top.
your D&D Beyond, your subclass, like in your features and traits, probably. Definitely in your features and traits.
You guys,
I
like
thought
the
you
new
were a
font they
scout
have.
because it's on your name in Discord.
Oh,
Skirmishers
well,
for
there you go.
rangers, isn't it?
Scout. Yeah, no, I'm a scout. That's where the skirmisher came from.
Like the new font for our names in D&D Beyond. They changed the name, the writing.
They did? I didn't see that.
At least
I'm
on
not-
mine it is.
Oh.
Here.
Mm.
I wonder what that font's called.
Okay, last time you guys had in the last session you guys woke up in the yawning portal and you had a note left for you by your friend Anarissa, and she said that she would catch up with you guys later. And so you made your way into the dungeon again, and it was fairly easy for you guys to maneuver through the dungeon and get all the way down to kind of pick up where you left off when you had to leave earlier to save Harriet. And then you found some new passageways, ran into some gricks, and fought those off. And you were in a small passage in between what looks like a few different tunnels. And I believe I had given Zora a whisper because of her passive perception. She heard something. And I also believe that
I think
somebody had done a perception check. I think it was Harriet had done the perception check that you could hear some like almost like commotion or something, but it was hard to tell because of the echoing of these tunnels and the caves. So you weren't sure if it was like multiple creatures or if it was just echoes. You weren't quite sure, but you did hear some. You heard something coming from the west, Harriet, and Zora, I believe what you heard was coming to the east. Or coming from the east.
Pincher move. Classic pincher move. Trying to help us. It definitely wasn't me because I'm terrible at perception. I didn't hear anything.
So I had jumped like in front of everybody, and I'm like standing there prepared, ready to rage again and get fighting again.
Which way should we sit here for a minute and hang out, or should we look down this ways, one or the other?
I'm just gonna hold up my finger, like, hold on a sec. And I'm gonna walk over here and listen. And then I'm gonna walk over here and listen. Does it sound like the same shit?
I did. Oh, look, I didn't move. But, okay. Yeah.
It's fast.
You do hear something different. It definitely.
So it's a different sound on the east side than it is on the west side?
Yes. Yes. Definitely different. Very distinct differences in sound. You can't quite make out what you're hearing, but they're extraordinarily different.
Well,
Remember what I told you last time?
No.
Okay. Hang on.
Oh, well, everybody
Whispers,
can hear you.
whispers. These whispers are brought to
we
you by.
smell.
There.
We need to have people pay us to tell about them during whispers. I've heard that's a thing. These whispers brought to you by solar panel projectors.
I do have to say, I kind of apologize to you gentlemen, because I did bring my friend in, and then she only showed up once out of like the whole, like, I don't know, 6 times that we've done it. So I'm really sorry.
No.
No worries. I mean, it happens.
It doesn't.
I'm
She
just
seemed
bummed
much
she didn't want
more
to play
excited.
anymore.
And if she still wants to come back, that's fine too, because I had the thing in mind that would have made it really, really easy for her to find you guys. Like I had
Yeah.
an Easter egg saved up for this.
Yeah,
So if
it's
she
just
wants
the
to come back,
frequency
that's
of
fine.
her showing up. It's like it's a bit embarrassing.
So somebody's crying.
Me.
No, down here.
Is it a adult, a
Sorry,
human cry, or an animal cry?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Weeping East.
Oh, hold on. Somebody's crying.
I mean, like a
Flash,
person,
are you
or
okay?
Yeah, it sounds like weeping. Hold on, I can sneak up there and look.
oh, don't hurt yourself.
I'm
Clash,
gonna
you're not
trail
crying,
her
are
just
you?
in case she needs backup. I'm gonna sneak too, but I'll get stealth. Can't see crap. Well, I thought it was pretty good
Yeah,
before.
I got your stealth roll. Keep going.
And roll 20 is being fun
Yeah,
for me.
it's slow. It's okay. Oh, you're sending Mr. Garibaldi with her?
Shh, nobody knows.
He's also invisible, so there's that.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just gonna like one eyeball around the corner.
So you come into this room. It's kind of like it was a tunnel, and then it turned into like an actual constructed hallway that opens into this room that also looks constructed, except the corner of it right there off to the east looks like it's just slightly starting to like crumble in. You don't see anything. You do hear, like, kind of south of you, this sort of like very faint sort of weeping thing, sort of like.
Is it illuminated in here?
No, but you have your goggles, don't you?
Well, yeah, but the. Okay.
So there's a big opening to the south, and then if you peek your head around the corner, you can see just south of you, about 15 feet, there's a door. 20 feet, there's like a door.
Okay. There's a door. I can't see anything in that room. I didn't want to walk in there by myself.
Right behind you.
Oh. Well, I was getting Harriet. And everybody.
Sorry, Roll20 is being exceedingly slow.
Hey, Harriet. Mr. Garibaldi just told me a joke. When is a door not a door?
It's a jar.
When it's a jar, ha ha ha.
Oh, I was gonna say when it's a mirror, but that's fine. I mean, I like that one better.
I have heard in a book of a rabbit going into a mirror like a door one time.
That sounds really fun. I mean, oh, sorry, we're supposed to be quiet. And I'm just gonna, like, hunch down and sneak. Just in casies.
But half look, down that hall and half down and towards the door, whatever Zora's gonna do. Back up for her.
Stealth. I think I clicked it. Yay! 13. It's gonna very quietly, like, get to the corner of this. Give me a second. Trying to,
I am
like,
not trying to be stealthy, but I will roll it anyway. I am kind of chuckling to myself.
I'm just
Is the door
staring
trapped
over the
locked?
corner.
No, there's a door right here. And I rolled to see if it locked or trapped.
It's not trapped. You do see there's sort of the bottom foot and a half of the door. There's like a little tiny hole that looks like it was like hand chiseled or drilled, like a small hole burrowed into it. And then Harriet, you see this on the south of you, a continuation of like a hallway that was purposefully that goes down into look like a tunnel looking thing.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep staring down that tunnel hall thing and make sure nothing's coming up from behind. Because it sounds like there's creatures everywhere.
Have you guys been talking to each other in this little area? Like whispering and talking?
Around here is where I stopped talking.
I think we're
just
kind of watching out, seeing what Zora's going to do. Zora's leading the way with that.
I'm going to take my mirror and hold it over the hole and see if I can see in the room. Because I ain't sticking my eyeball up to no damn hole to look through it.
Okay, yeah, you put the mirror up to it, and you see an eyeball. And you continue to hear that, like,
Is it coming from this door?
sounds like it.
Okay, I hold up my finger like this and I try to open the door.
Okay. You can, let me get to the door part. I must remove the door. Sorry.
I'm not like
so
throwing the
slow.
door open, I'm just seeing if it opens.
Yeah, it's openable. It's not locked. The handle.
So, thinking to myself, somebody's on the other side of the door crying in an unlocked room. This seems a little bizarre.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'll split the reds.
I'm gonna open it. Y'all watch.
You're like signing that to him. You don't actually say anything.
Right.
Okay.
That was all the Italian speak was.
Okay. Do you guys want to get anything ready before he
I
does
got
that?
my crossbow. I got my crossbow pointed that way.
Okay. All right. So, anybody else want to prepare anything?
I might prepare a Eldritch Blast.
It's going once.
And I look at them all and I'm like, I hear crying.
Mentally, I tell Mr. Garibaldi I believe that she has a problem with her sinuses and her ears are clogging up.
That's probably it. Okay, well, let's, I got my piece. I'm opening the door, SWAT team style.
Okay. So you open the door very carefully, and boop, gotta move. And inside you see a very, very small humanoid person. Let me. This is slow. You see a wee little. I believe this is a halfling. Let me make sure. Yeah, halfling. And
Is it a shady halfling?
as you open the door, you see this little halfling like run back to the corner, and they have their like weapons out, and they're just like kind of cowering in the corner, and he says, "Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Who are you? What are you doing? What are you doing here?"
Is he look like he's been crying?
Maybe a little. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, what are you doing here?
I'm hiding, of course. What? The Gricks? The Gricks are. Did you kill them? Are they? They're gonna come get us. There's not enough room in here for all of you. You can't.
I mean,
have
what
my
the
closet.
hell are you doing down here?
What are you talking about?
You're in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Why?
I was an adventurer, and I got separated from my party, and I found. I was looking for this book, and all of a sudden the room got swarmed with Gricks, and I shut myself into this little closet, and I've been here, I don't know, probably a couple of days, and you can smell now that their time has passed, that the door's been open, that, like, he's not had a place to go to the bathroom for a couple of days, so it's all in here.
Ew.
It smells real rank in there. And
Step back again.
I would like to do an insight check.
Go ahead and do an insight check.
While he's doing that, I want to ask him, What was the name of your party?
Well, the name of my party?
Group.
What are you looking for in your insight, Zora?
If he's being honest.
Seems like a logical explanation for somebody to be in a closet right now. In a dungeon.
Tell him to be himself and come out of the closet.
What were you asking, Clash? You said what you asked him?
He said he came down here with an adventuring group, and I just wanted to know the name of the adventuring group. They obviously came down through the yawning portal. What's the name of their adventuring group?
Ask him his name.
My name.
What I want to do is.
My name's Kellum. They call me Weasel, and I was.
A weasel?
Well, I'm not a real weasel. I got that nickname because I'm sneaky and but I run away a lot. So I think that's where the weasel part came in. But yeah,
I thought it's because they're. Never mind. I don't want to say anything rude. I'm sorry that you're in here. Do you want to come out? Do you need a paw? Actually, I'm not giving you my beans. You here, and I'll like kind of stick out the back end of my pole arm for him to like kind of like pull along.
Really,
come on now, it's all right. Come out of the corner.
Would really like some water if you had any. I've been in here for a couple of days, and the Gricks came, and I bored this little hole because I needed to see if they were here, and they didn't leave. They did leave just a few minutes ago. I assume that's.
Yeah, the Gricks are real pricks.
Yeah.
Took care of them.
And might be more, so we should probably be quiet. And yeah, I came in here to avoid being.
I hand him some water, and I'm like, shh.
He drinks.
Never answered my question. What was the group that you were with? You have a group name?
He's drinking, and he's like, "We're called the Fine Fellows of Daggerford."
Wait.
And he takes it and he gives it back. He's like, "Thank you so much."
Hold on. I'm gonna.
He has this like big book.
Mr. Clash, may I see you
for
a second?
Wait a minute.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to get very intimidating, I guess. Like everything pops up. And I'm going to like back him into the corner. You said you're from the Fine Fellows of Daggerford, did you?
Yes, you've heard of us? That's
yeah.
really
See,
that famous.
I had a friend, and you know what? I found him in a hole, and if I remember right, he was beaten quite badly, and I just am really interested to know why you did that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bunny Lady. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything to anybody. That
right. That was what?
That wasn't me. I'm not.
I'm gonna take the back of my polearm and push him into the wall.
And he's he's kind of choked by the edge of it, and he's like, I'm not a murderer. I'm a coward. I couldn't. I'm not a murderer, he says.
I don't believe you, because we found him dead. Do you? And I'm going to immediately, while still pushing him aside, I'm going to use my other hand, and I'm going to try and pat him down to see if I can find the holy symbol. I forgot his name. Haleth. I'm gonna see if I can find Haleth's like holy symbol on him.
Sorry, I lost you guys on the map. I'm like moving around looking at stuff and it's so slow and laggy.
Not a worry.
Like you go too far and then it...
Actually, I'll turn to Zora. Zora, darling, do you mind searching his pockets? Oh, he's not even here. He vanished.
Zora!
You're looking for cleric items of Joaquin.
So you rummage through his pockets and stuff, and he doesn't have anything. He was clutching a big tome, but he didn't have any like on him. He does have oh shoot, he does have oh, the loading is so slow.
He has the loading.
He has a couple of daggers on him, and a crossbow, and that's it. He's got oh, I'm sorry, no, he also has like a backpack and a pouch with some gold and stuff in it, and the backpack had perishable supply, like rations. But they look like they're empty wrappers, mostly. Like he's eaten it all while he sat here. like nervous eating.
Oh. Did he say his name? Did we ask him? I'm sorry.
So we didn't, I don't know if we've got his name. He was something the Weasel, and he was from the Fine Fellows of Daggerford, right, which were the people that fucked up Haleth.
Right. I'd like to ask him, so who... name me all the members of the Fine Fellows of Daggerford, please. Party members. What were their names? What did they do?
Oh no. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where did it go? I had it a second ago. I'm so sorry.
Can roll persuasion if you want. If you need it.
Do,
I'm sure
do an intimidation. Yeah, do an intimidation check, Clash, and you can have advantage because, you know, he's being held up by your bunny friend. Oh, what the hell? Okay, it's easy. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. It's just flying
I think
all over the place.
Roll20's doing that same thing that they're always doing there, because that's 3 4s in a row for me.
Oh,
it's rolling.
No.
It's like it's. I roll a d20 instead.
Yeah. Roll a d20 and add plus. Like, we'll do +4 on it.
The odds of rolling 3 4s in a row is pretty.
Right.
17 and a 4 plus 4, so 21.
Goodness gracious. There you guys are.
In your head, Harry, you're hearing Copperstone Forge, Rex the Hammer, or Medina Taberth were the 3 other Fine Fellows besides Haleth.
Mm-hmm.
If you find anything that's like marking in his bag, like his name written in his underwear or something.
You had asked him who the Fine Fellows were, and did you say the Haleth to him?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he says, I was a Copper and Minna and Haleth and Rex. We were here and they told me to come down this way to look for the spell book. You can have it. I don't even know if they obviously ran off. I've been here for days, so you can have it, and I just want to go. I want to get out of here. I'm not a murderer.
So what was your participation in Haleth being in the hole?
I don't.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. In our timeline, how long ago did we find Haleth?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out if we were.
Yeah,
6
sorry.
days ago.
I guess he would have been there like. I guess this guy would have been there for like 4 days now. Sorry, I forget that we have our own timeline and not the module timeline.
All right, so this guy.
He's basically giving you enough information that it lines up that he could have not been present during the.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
The execution of Haleth. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though I'm a magic user, I don't have very good arcana, so looking at this tome is probably not my. I don't know if anybody's got a better arcana. Take a look at the tome and see what it's about.
I'm going to confiscate that tome and throw it to everybody else.
Okay.
I can read it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You guys can both, actually, as magic users, you both see the runes on it and see if you can, like, open the pages, the pictures and the runes and stuff. This is obviously, like, a spell book.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll anything? I mean, I can read it, but I can't, doesn't mean I can do magic on it.
It's in a language that it's in common, so you can see that, like, there's like a spell for gust of wind, there's a spell for false life, there's a whole bunch of spells in here. I'll just tell you what I'll just copy paste them for you. Into the chat.
Seem like it's a wizard spell book, or
yeah, well, wizards are the only ones that use, like, written spells.
Okay. Interesting.
They
well,
sent me,
maybe stick.
They sent me to get this. They were, I think they were going to sell it to the lady in the young portal, but I don't care about the money. I just want to go home, and if the path is clear, I'll just leave, and I can sneak my way back through. I'm not a murderer, and I just want to go.
You need some new friends, dude.
What? Why? Have you seen my friends? Or do you know which way they went?
But they murdered Haleth.
They
murdered Haleth? And they ditched your ass down here with a bunch of bugs.
Oh, no. Haleth,
Does he look genuinely remorseful?
Do an insight check.
Okay.
I'll assist her.
Meanwhile, I'll walk over to Azif and I'll kind of whisper in his ear. I'll say, Azif, maybe tell Mr. Garibaldi to keep an eye on him, and if we bring him with us.
Fine.
To watch him.
That sounds like a good idea.
Was that with the assistant?
Should I make
That was with your assist.
Nice.
That is awesome.
It would have been a natural one otherwise, so.
Yep.
Harriet would have been like, I can't tell. And he looks like he would say anything right now because you have your, thing to his throat. You have your weapon to his throat. So he's going to tell you whatever you want to hear, and so it's really hard to tell if it's true or not true.
Gotcha.
But he is
My
like
passive insight's 15.
Yeah, so Zora, you could tell, like, he's a coward when you see one, because Zora doesn't afraid of anything, and this guy's a coward, and you could tell he probably doesn't have it in him to really doesn't have it in him to, like, murder a friend of his. Maybe he could do something in self-defense, but that's about it. And he does. If you really, like, are focusing in on his eyes as he's talking to everybody and hearing about Haleth for the first time, he genuinely does look surprised in that moment for a split second, like, like Haleth. And he was asking, like, what happened to Haleth? He was good. He was our priest. Why would they take him? Why would they hurt him? That doesn't make any sense.
I feel like it makes plenty sense.
I think this place does things to your head. This does things to people. I don't want to be down here anymore. I just want to go.
Yeah, I mean, I look at Harriet and I'm like, shrug. I don't think this guy did anything. I think he's just a freaking hot mess.
I wouldn't call him hot. Certainly a mess.
Okay, well.
If we let him go, and like I said, I'll whisper to Azif again. If we let him go, just maybe have Mr. Garibaldi follow him a little bit, just to make sure that he is getting out of here, because he can contact you for ways, and he won't be seen. Make sure he's not going to do something.
Yeah,
Azif
and I mean,
whispers back and says, when we spoke to Howlett, did he mention a fifth guy? It was just a 3 in him. That's 4. And on the board up in Durham's shop, it only had 4 names.
Did it really? Don't remember.
I'm getting Mike Pence right now, but it's fly, and it's pissing me off.
Oh well, yeah. You probably had the records for that. So if that's what you had down, there was only 4. That's kind of so suspicious.
are any of them this guy's name?
Are you guys saying this in front of him? Are you guys having this conversation in front of him?
Steve and I are whispering together.
Yeah,
okay.
We're whispering back and forth.
Okay.
We're like 30 feet away, or 25, something like that. So yeah, that's interesting. Maybe we should keep an eye on him for a little bit. I'm gonna stay around and just have Mr. Garibaldi watching him like a hawk.
Yes, friends close, enemies closer.
Wait, you guys want to bring it with us?
We can keep an eye on him and
just let him go.
Yeah, I don't want him like freaking out and stabbing someone in the back when we're fighting something else. Let's.
Just let him go.
We either kill him or get him out of here. One or the other. I don't care.
I'm going to stare him down and like loom over him, even though I'm like 5'2".
If you do anything to hurt anyone, coward or not, I will come for you in your sleep. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna sneak my way back out of here. I'm really good at being sneaky, and I think I remember how to get back. I just wandered off, and now I regret it. Painfully regret it. The only thing of value I have is that spell book. All my food and everything's gone.
Well, you have a couple gold pieces and some daggers, so make use of them and and we'll keep the spell book. Now go, and I'll like
hook him around and kind of like toss him forward.
But before he gets past me, I'm gonna want to ask him one more question. I wanna find out. Can you just before you leave? When exactly did you join? You came down with the whole group, the Fine Fellows of Daggerford. It all came down together.
Well, I didn't sign up like the same time that they did. They signed up as a group, and they needed like a kind of a scout, and I'm a bit of a spy, you know. I'm a bit of a spy, but I'm not courageous or anything. I guess the most courageous thing I did was wander off from them, and that was probably really stupid, and I really regret it, so I'm just gonna go now.
Did you wander off, or were you sent away? Because earlier I thought you told us you were sent away.
I wandered off. My memory was bad.
I think I'm calling bullshit.
You said you sent that they sent you to get the spell book. Where was the spell book, by the way? You
It
pick
was
it up.
it was actually in this room that you guys are standing in right now. And you see that the then he points to the eastern sort of like crumbling wall, and you do see some like bones underneath some of the crumbling rocks, and he says, I found it over there. I think it belonged to whoever those bones were.
Into your brains, you all hear, I'm calling bullshit on this guy.
Okay.
Just as I don't want you guys to go down a rabbit hole, that was my mistake as DM. I added the part of them sending him down here, and that was not part of the actual his backstory. He wasn't sent. He wandered off for like legit. I want you guys to go on a rabbit hole. Sorry, my bad.
Just that he knew that about the board, and that he said doubt didn't realize that I was just asking when they came down. So basically, he answered my question. So not as worried about it as I would have if he was some kind of changeling or
Yeah.
thing
No,
that was
he's
yeah.
he's he wasn't on the original like role for the Fine Fellows of Daggerford, but he did come down with them, and he was hired by them as their like scout or whatever. But he did sort of wander off and into this part of the dungeon, found the spell book, and inadvertently aroused the Grix. And he didn't have like an escape route, so he shut himself in that closet with the book and his stuff, and he's just been there. He's been there probably a week, but he ran out of food and water like 2 days ago. So
Yeah, I'm
How
fine
long
with
would
letting him go.
How long would it take for him to get back to the elevator back upstairs, guys?
Be right back. 1 second.
Would it be less than 8 hours?
Yeah, it took, 3 or 4 hours for us to get down here. I think your mic is backwards.
Mr.
Like it's
Weasel,
on now. There you go.
Mr. Weasel, would you know the way to get back to the platform to get back up to the yawning portal?
I think I could probably find my way. I'm pretty good at figuring it out, and like I said, I'm a decent scout, and so I'll retrace my steps and get back up there the way that I remember coming. I haven't had anything else to think about for a week except how I was gonna get out of here or how I was gonna die an awful death thrown from those Grix. That's all I've thought about.
My
Very
mom's
good.
alarm. My mom's alarm is going off on the stove, and she didn't missed all that. I'm sorry. What happened?
That's all right. I was
Hear it,
questioning
so-
him about something, but I ran up to him and I said, "Did you feel that? I cast a spell upon you. I will know for the next 8 hours." That's a lie, only one. Next 8 hours, I will know where your body is physically inside this. You will immediately run back to the elevator, back up to the yawning portal, and turn yourself into Durnan. He is already looking for you. The ghost of the slain Howlett is down here, marching around, trying to find those who have slain him. If you run into him, it may already be too late for you. But just know that I will know where you are. And if I sense anything coming back upon us from behind us, I will notify my friends and we will take you physically to the body of Howlett and put yours beside him.
And he just kind of like shrieks like, okay. He starts running like away. Like,
Okay. He has hex cast on him for 1 hour.
Okay, and he is headed straight out as fast as he can, and
Hey,
yeah,
did you want to try some jelly, Pete?
mm,
Oh,
he's gone.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stare at him the whole time as he leaves. Just glare.
Well, that was interesting.
So you do have his spell book, or a spell book, and it has I put it in there, the spells that it contained. We'll have to look up like the levels and stuff to see their value, but
To turn it to obey. Obey.
Oh,
Okay then.
yeah, that's a pretty high level spell book.
I've seen higher. You know what else I've seen? This hole that is bored in this door reminds me of one I've seen somewhere else. Inside of a wall. I just can't place where it was. It has the same telltale marks. I will think upon this while I'm concentrating on my spell. If we are done here, should we go south?
I'm looking at
Looks
these
good.
bones. Is there anything crazy going on?
Oh.
you're looking at the what? The bones?
Bones?
No, they look like they've been there for a while. Like enough for the flesh to have rotted off, or like maybe some rats to have eaten the flesh off. There's bones now. They're not super old and dry. They're somewhat fresh, but it's been maybe a month or two that they've been there. Probably some adventure, probably a wizard, who didn't
Right?
quite make it.
Put it on the loot list for us, guys. So
I'm gonna do my ninja stuff.
stay a little bit behind. I'll hopefully be a little bit more stealthy this time. I'm gonna roll my d20. I don't like how. Ooh, natural 20 plus 7. I think I get.
Is that for stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wee.
7. Quietest I've ever been, I think.
All right, Zora, as you come into the very top, like you go down the hallway, you come around, like it hooks around north, and that's all tunneled, and it's not like structural hallway, but it comes to like this other comes out where you're at right now, and that is like a structural, like built hallway. And you notice something different about the wall to the north and the wall to the south. The wall to the north seems like a normally constructed wall of a hallway. The south seems like something's a little bit different. Something's a little bit off about it. And then you notice as you're touching the walls that there's like an indentation, like a one brick or stone block looks like it could be out of, like, cut out a little more defined than the rest of them.
You see there, Zora?
You found a secret door.
Right? I think I found a door.
Good job.
Is it trapped?
Check, what, investigation? Oh, you have high
Yeah.
investigation. No, it's not trapped.
23, yeah. Okay. I open the door. Or actually, I wait for everybody to catch up, and then I open the door.
Okay.
Peeking over her shoulder.
I am waiting for our friend Harriet at the bottom of this elbow.
Harry, how tall are you?
5'2".
Is anybody over? You were, I think, Azif is 6 feet tall. Is anybody over like 6'5" or 7 feet? Nobody's that tall, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm short too.
Okay. All right. So you did open the door.
Once everyone gets here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot I had muted. That's why nobody heard me. Yep, that's fine.
Are you stuck in the wall?
Yes.
Why can't I get you? There we go. Yeah, I was like, oh, that looks like she's in the wall. There. Can you move now?
Yes,
On your own?
I
Okay.
think. Yay. There.
Okay. I get a lot of lag from Roll20 right now. Ugh. Okay.
I put on a big show, and I'm like, watch this. Abracadabra. And I pull the rock out. Push it in or whatever the hell makes it work.
Yeah, you'd like push it in, and it like kind of like you hear like latches unlatch, and so it's kind of hard, but you have to push because you're a little person and you're not super strong, but you can like push and slide the door, kind of like a hidden, like a hide door, like out of the way. And let me open this door for you. And as you are opening the door, you see another big room, and inside of this big room, like there's stone debris kind of like all over the floor, and there's like a 20-foot high ceiling. And the craziest thing about this is there's an upside down stone throne on the ceiling, and seated upon the throne is what looks like a minotaur, except it's mummified, sitting on top of the throne upside down on the ceiling, and inside of its eyes, it doesn't have eyes, it has gems embedded in its eyes. And then it has there's a great axe that's at the foot of the throne on the ceiling. And what'd you say?
So that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm peeking over her shoulder.
Right? And I'm moving it.
I'm like,
right. I'm trying. There's. Come on, you stupid jerk. Okay. You also see coiled up in the sort of southernmost section of this room, there appears to be a sleeping Grick, but it's much than any of the other ones you had seen before.
Is it on the ceiling or on the floor?
It's on the floor.
Okay. I'm sure if there was some gravity issues or something in there. That's what.
Yeah, you can see it clear as day, Zora. Like, well, I guess you can kind of. Well, you can only see 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, well then you wouldn't see it.
60 feet.
If you walk in 5 feet, you'd see it.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay, yeah, you definitely see it, Clash.
I can see it.
Yeah, but Zora, you didn't see it when you opened the door. So before we go anywhere, get back in there. And if you guys want to,
I grab her by her little cloak.
Okay, so she doesn't like go in there.
Yeah. Whoa, Zora. Hold on a second.
Oh, I was at Nope from the Minotaur on the ceiling.
Does anybody have the ability to spider climb on walls or fly? Of any sort
Fly.
of size? You can fly?
I can fly. I just, before I
have
do
seen
that, I think.
A house fly. I've seen a dragon fly. I've even seen a donkey fly. But I've never seen a clash fly.
I've seen a clash fly. We were in the before we got to the dragon's den, and I was flying around those little up those broken pathways.
Oh, okay. If I hand you my hat, could you fly up and scoop that dude into my hat real quick?
Whole Minotaur.
The whole Minotaur, and maybe that is the alabaster throne that they are looking for.
You can see the throne, and it's not alabaster; it's just stone.
How high up is this? Is the
It's 20 feet.
Minotaur?
The ceiling, the top of the ceiling is 20 feet. The stone throne is upside down on the ceiling as if it were on the ground, and if like you flip the room, it would look like a normal throne, and with a guy like a mummy, but in the shape of a minotaur sitting on it, and an axe laying at his feet. Except
So, like,
on the
say
ceiling.
somewhere around like
So his
13
head's
feet
like
to
14
20
feet,
feet
yeah.
up. Yeah.
So if you guys want me to do that, I'll do it. Do you think we
Wait,
should?
what are you doing?
Wants me to fly up in the air and go try to take all the stuff off the ceiling as much as I can get.
Shouldn't we deal with that thing on the ground first?
I was kind of thinking that might be a better idea to start with.
All right, you guys want to do things the easy way. I'll try
Well,
and
I
put a
mean-
little adventure into our lives.
The way things go down here, I'm just going to assume that Minotaur is going to jump down here, ride around on that crick, and kick our ass, but we can give it a whirl.
That is a question I have above board. Is the Minotaur above the Grick, like directly above the Grick, or is it somewhere like different?
Yeah, it's directly above the Grick.
Okay, how about this then? How about I cast darkness directly on that Grick? So that nobody can see what's going on there, and we just shoot the hell into it. It doesn't have any idea what to do.
Definitely won't see it either.
I'm down.
Well, I will have the regular vision, and you will have disadvantage, but he will have no idea what's going on.
Why would I have disadvantage?
Because it will be in
see.
blackness.
Mhm.
A magical darkness consisted of nebulous-like structures of space in a 30-foot sphere. Fear, not spear. Or I have guiding bolt. I can light it right up his butthole.
I got Bane and Fairy Fire, so I could use one of those. Could probably affect both of them. Fairy Fire definitely. Bane, I would have to get a little closer, but it could work.
Yeah, I say we roll with Fairy Fire. Everybody has advantage and just light him up.
Okay, but him laying on the ground, you will have disadvantage at shooting shit.
Oh, no, I won't. I'm a crossbow expert. I can be standing on him and shoot him.
Well, maybe not you, but the rest of us.
Oh, well, I imagine he'll get up pretty quick, won't he?
I don't know. Does Fairy Fire hurt?
No, it just makes you glow, and it makes it easier for us to hit him.
One time I got in this conversation with this guy who said he was a fairy, but he did not have wings or anything. I don't know. I think he was leading me on.
I can hit him from here with Fairy Fire. How do I erase that? I don't know what I just did. I did that line. I'm sorry. Just, and now I'm writing again. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay, I won't do that again.
It's fine.
Apologies. So yeah, I could. We could all kind of 1, 2, 3 it and hit it. I could hit a Fairy Fire, and you guys go immediately after that if you want me to go first. You know, since it's kind of a surprise, and it should cover the Minotaur as well. It's a 60-foot range and is
Okay.
let's see, it's a 20-foot cube. That'll reach up to the ceiling.
I reach
The
over
Minotaur-
and I lay my hand on my good friend Zora, and I cast guidance on her.
Are we ready? Should I do it?
Yeah.
I will immediately, I suppose, ready in action to, attack to like jump forward.
And that did drop the hex on the other dude. Just to be aware.
Yeah.
I'm casting the fairy fire.
Okay, on him.
Yeah, but it'll be so that it'll also get the Minotaur if he does come to the light too, because it's 20 foot, so it'll reach up to the ceiling.
All right,
Foot
let's
cube. So
pause for a second. We'll do like our halfway through break right before we start
Okay.
combat, because I don't want to get into the combat. But you guys can like get all your stuff ready, and then we'll do our 5-minute break, 10-minute, whatever. Potties and stuff. I'm pausing the recording. Okay, we're all back, and go ahead and okay. So as Deef was getting guidance ready, Clash, you were gonna put fairy fire on him, and
the Minotaur becomes to life.
oh, okay. You're gonna twin it or whatever.
No,
Oh,
it's an area of effect.
oh, right. And Harriet was readying an attack, and Zora, what were you doing?
I'm gonna shoot it right after the lights come on.
Got it. Yeah, fairy fire. Okay. What's the radius on fairy fire? 60.
It's a
or
20-foot
20-foot
cube. 60 feet. At 60 feet, I can shoot it, and then it's a 20-foot cube. So if I set it on the creature, which you said was right over the top, and it's 20-foot ceiling, it should reach both of them.
Yeah. So we'll just put it. Why is it turning it black? It's supposed to be pink for fairy fire. Okay, it's gray. That's dumb. Well, there. Okay. All right. So you throw fairy fire. Does that do damage?
No, it just gives everybody advantage on their attacks, and let's see. I'm sorry. 1 second. Display it. And I also have to do a saving throw against polymorph, or else I turn into a sheep. Polymorph is charisma, right?
I think so. For like a saving
Look it up
throw?
real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. It's got to make a dexterity saving throw. And I'm wondering.
Polymorph is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it got a 12.
All right.
So you you do your magic, right? And you put this like fairy fire surrounding this Grick, and it opens up its eyes, but it doesn't move. It just kind of like, it's like looking at you guys, but it doesn't have eyes. But it's kind of facing you guys, like it like lifted its head up. Like imagine a lazy dog that like sees a stranger, lifts its head up to like acknowledge that I see you, and then it like lays back down. Like it doesn't seem
That's
concerned
strange.
with you at all. Yeah.
Does the corpse light up too, or no?
How high does that go? 20-foot cube. If it's a cube, it goes 20 feet. So yeah, it is touching the ceiling, and so the
Okay.
you see the you see the stone throne and the mummy and everything, and it kind of like the light from the fairy fire kind of makes the gems in its eyes dazzle a little bit more, but it's just the reflection off of the cuts of the gem. It doesn't look like
Sure.
it's not like activating anything or making any, there's no huge changes to anything other than it's lit up. What's the, oh, is this?
Okay, well, my thing was that's my saving throw because I rolled it on D&D Beyond, which it rolled a 4 anyways. It's on that 4 thing, so I'm just gonna roll everything and roll 20 anyways. But I still failed, so I turned into sheep.
Oh, cool.
Looked it up. I don't think that breaks my. It doesn't break my concentration. I don't think.
No, it doesn't.
You
We
just
we,
become
we
sheep.
walked through that
Oh my
again.
God.
Yeah. So now you're a blue sheep.
So cute.
So yeah, it's nothing's happened. It looked at you, acknowledged that like, oh, there's some other creatures around. Okay, and kind of went back to sleep.
I kind of look at everybody and shrug. I'm like, the fuck?
Well, you have guidance on you just so that you know for the next minute.
Who had guidance?
Zora.
Oh, okay.
Zora. I cast it on Zora.
That's ability checks, right?
Is it
All
saving
right,
throws
well.
too, or just ability checks?
It's ability checks.
You can roll the ability check till the spell ends. Add a D4. One time, I think. Yeah, once before the spell ends.
Well, I guess I can move close enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This thing, like, is just ignoring me?
How? It only moved you.
30 feet.
Yeah, it didn't move you that far on my screen. You move 5,
He's
10,
10 to 15 feet away from it.
You're 20. You're 20 feet away from your people, and 5, 10, 15 feet away from. There's 10 feet between you and the Grick.
Yeah.
No, it has moved. It's kind of like facing you, like its face. What would be its face is just like laying there, not trying to do anything.
Huh.
I should have cast fly on myself. I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to pick a fight with a Grick that doesn't particularly want to fight.
Bah.
Can I?
I got 5
Shoot.
more feet of movement, and then I'll just, like, wait. If it does anything hostile, I'll shoot it.
Okay.
Can I shoot Eldritch Blast at the axe that's at the bottom of his feet?
Sure.
Does that need to be like a...
I mean, yeah, to actually like for the aim part of it, yeah, you gotta roll a hit for that.
Okay. So zap.
Oh wow. Yes. Yeah, you have, because of the force damage of the Eldritch Blast, no matter how much damage it would have done, so 10, it like hits the axe and like pushes it over like 10 feet off to the side. But it's still
Stays on the ceiling?
staying on the ceiling, yeah.
Well, that's
Interesting.
interesting.
Curious little sheep will wander into the room.
How many hit points does a sheep have? I forgot.
I'll look it up.
2.
Hit point. Oh, wait.
Did you say 0.08?
4 hit points.
Yep, it sees you too, like as you come like trotting into the room as a sheep. The Grick's face kind of turns from Zora over to the sheep and just is like, okay.
Is there anything else in the room besides the Grick in the Minotaur on the ceiling?
No, and the floor, the only thing that you notice that's crazy about the floor is that there's like stone debris all over the place on the floor and on the ceiling. So like the crumbling parts of the dungeon or the crumbling parts of the cave and whatnot, it's like all over the floor here, just like stone crumbles and debris, and it's also all over the ceiling. It's like not mirrored because it's not the exact same types of debris, but like it could be 2 rooms or something.
Nobody else does anything. I'm gonna keep walking around the edge of the room. This thing, just on the around thing.
Zora, on the other side of the room, I say out loud, like loudly to let them know I'm here. And I say, on the other side of the room, there is a tunnel that goes to the west and to the south. Do you see that? Maybe we could make our way there and just skip past these people.
As you say that to Zora, Clash's sheep form starts walking towards like the bottom of the Grick, and then the Grick starts to stir, and you see it like come up and start to like do that familiar hissing like cacaw rooster thing.
Yeah, that's my cue.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll an initiative.
Woo.
Hey, I was like holding my action to shoot him.
I'll roll initiative first. Well, actually, no, because you're not really surprising him. So.
Oh.
Oh, you don't know.
No, you. Yeah.
Well, she's the DM, so I would assume she'd know.
Yeah, I mean, like.
You don't know me. You don't know my
The
life.
Grick looked at you and then looked at Clash. So Clash came closer. That it was like, Okay, fine. You guys want to fuck with me?
Wow, we all rolled terrible. I rolled a natural 1. So I got a 5.
Oh my God, I didn't have the initiative up. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. That's fine. I can fix it. I will fix it. If this thing ever lets me target anything. Oh, there's everybody's popped up.
It didn't pop up. It looked like mine was clicked and it didn't work for some reason. I don't know. I'm at the bottom of the order. Okay.
And I'm like, hey, wait, is that to the sheep?
Alright, so the grit gets to go first because it was the one that stirred, so it's going to it's gonna try to reach out with its tentacles and try to hit you, Clash, as a okay.
Keep, I think I only have doesn't have very much armor class. It's
Oh yeah.
let me see.
Oh jeez. Okay. 25.
That hits.
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you did have armor class.
Yeah. So I got a 25 and you take 20 points of slashing damage, but you get to subtract 4 of those because
Right, so I go 16.
yeah, so you
Me.
pop back into yourself and take 16 points of slashing damage. And then
So I'll do another concentration roll.
yeah.
The fairy fire.
So is he no longer a sheep?
No, he's no longer a sheep.
Oh.
And he's gonna concentrate on the free fire.
I rolled a 5, so that didn't work out as well.
Oh, you're rolling a d20. Okay, I was like, is that doing that same thing again? But no, I guess not.
I rolled a 1 the first time. This one I rolled a 5. I'm just having bad rolls today.
Right.
But D&D Beyond is rolling 4s for me every single time.
Yeah. So the fairy fire.
It was like 4 or 5
gone?
in a row. Fairy fire's gone. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. It's gonna move a little bit closer because it's gonna try to beak attack you because it gets 2 attacks on its turn. And I'm gonna delete the fairy fire. It's now darker in here. So beak attack on you. Oh my goodness. Eventually. Just there we go. And it rolled a 10. Doesn't hit Clash.
Hit me. Nope.
The beak. So it got it got excited and moved up towards you and then went to beak at you, but it's all bloated looking. So it's not super fast. It just its tentacles were really, really fast as you got near it. And that is its turn. Alright, Zeke, your turn.
Azif is going to blast it twice with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Zap, zap. 1 or 2 come over. Okay, 2 come over.
Sorry, I'm trying to... 26 and 20. Nice. For a total of... Why can't I see the bottom? Oh, there we go.
I have 6 plus 9
Yeah.
plus 1.
Oh my god. Did you max out on that? Almost.
Almost.
On that extra...
Then you mend out on the next one.
Yeah. 16 points of damage total. Right. Okay. Alright. Anything else, Azif?
I'm going to tell Mr. Garibaldi to follow our young Zora friend around. In case she needs help.
And Harriet, you're
Yay! I'm gonna stomp my bunny little feet over to it, look it into the face, and I'm gonna rage. No. Just gonna. It's 10 feet, so I'm gonna put like a little 10 feet bubble. Promise it's not terrifying. Promise. My little bunny. Oh, what a cute. Cool. So rage and smack. Where's my smack button again? Cool. So 18 for 14 points of damage. So it's meant to be a normal roll, not an advantage roll.
yes, the 18 just hits. So you did 14.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Okay. Obviously speed's reduced. It has disadvantage on anyone but me. I'm gonna smack it again. 26 for 16 points of damage. So all in all, 30 points. And yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. Alright, Zora, you're up. Was that 2 hits, or were you trying to do advantage?
Attack.
Okay. The
Two
16
attacks.
does not hit, the 19 hits. Cool, cool. 20 points. You guys are heavy hitters these days. With your level 6.
That's it for me.
Okay, Clash. You're up.
How's the Grick looking?
It's looking fairly beat up so far. That was a quick, like, it just tried to, like, snap at you, and all of a sudden it's just getting, like, pummeled from behind, and it whips around. It's now facing Harriet, and it was getting, like, blasted from Zeef, and I almost said shotgun, a crossbow bolt into it from Zora, and so it's like pretty beat up. It still has life in it.
I just wasn't sure if it was feeling still hardy or it was.
It's like midway hardy.
All right. You know what? Clash doesn't like being. Nobody puts Clash in the corner. Oh. Oh.
Did I miss something, or is everything kind of quiet?
I think he's frozen.
Oh,
It looks like he's frozen. Does it look like he's frozen to you guys?
Yes. His whiskers are not wiggling or anything. Quick, take a snapshot. We could put them on FBI's most wanted. We are searching for this man.
Right? He's like all like shadow dark too. Like it's bright behind him, but he's like in the shadow.
I was abducted by space aliens, and they did things to me in a sexual way.
With their
It
tentacles.
was part of It was part of the Pentagon's report that recently came out. Uh-oh. Vape's empty.
No, it's super duper full, but it's like this oil resin stuff, so you have to heat it up. And so I have to like keep the battery making it hot before anything will come out. Unfortunately.
It's that resin that's legal in some states, huh?
It's totally legal here. There's stores. It's wonderful. Clash got scared of the Grake and ran out of the room.
It scared the sheep out of him.
Scared the sheep out of him. Nice.
That's a woolly bad joke.
Boo.
Did I tell you guys about my tabaxi in my Monday game that I play? And she talks like the woo-woo. She talks like Kripke from The Big Bang Theory. Like she except she's a 7-year-old little girl tabaxi. So everything she says is like, she doesn't know how to talk. Like, she talks like it. I have to like come up with a word, but anytime I talk like that. I'm actually very fond of that character because I thought it was a really cool, like, character concept. Not that she's not min-maxed or anything. I just like the character concept because she's one of those. Yeah. Well, because she's a tabaxi and she was like kidnapped as a infant. Like
Would that be catnapped?
A kitten, yeah, catnapped as a kitten, and like her whole family was stolen and basically like kidnapped by necromantic wizards, like a cult of them, and they were basically using her as like an experimental, like animal experiments, that kind of thing. And doing all kinds
They're
of
putting
like
makeup on her and
like blood rituals, like necromantic blood rituals on her, and so that's what made her into a blood hunter. And I thought that was cool because she's a black cat, and we have a warlock in our group who's a female. So I was like, every witch needs a black cat. I'll be your sidekick. So it's like our warlock's sidekick. I just really like her character concept, and she like has these like outbursts. The blood curses are like her outbursts of like she just little kids get all like tantrumy or whatever, except she doesn't get tantrumy. She gets like, I'm gonna give you a curse and my eyes are gonna bleed kind of thing.
Oh, that's what happens. Her eyes bleed.
Yeah, and well, because like there's all of the blood hunter stuff is like blood related, and so they have to sacrifice some of their own hit points when they like do a blood maledict or no, what's it called? I forget. Anyway, her thing is that she takes her sandpaper cat tongue and like she licks like part of her crossbow and it cuts her tongue, and so like it bleeds onto the crossbow, but then like the crossbow's infused, so she gets like plus D4 on every damage roll that she uses with that crossbow for the whole day, which is cool.
Isn't there like a frog that like squirts blood out of its eyes or some shit like that, or like
in D&D or real life?
Like in real life? Because I know there's one that'll like break its foot, and like use its like bones to like stab, like Wolverine at the bad dudes. Tell me that's not a fucking really cool D&D character.
I got that stuff up, man. Frog
So just
with
real quick, how tall is a crick?
hang on. Now I don't think that blood popping out of its eye, like it can't spray blood out of its eyes as a frog unless they have some weird disease.
It's a lizard.
This is not a normal grick. This is a very, very big grick. It's large, so whatever large means in D&D, I forget.
Bigger than normal. Vente. Isn't it Vente? Fucking large. That's what it's called. Large.
Yeah. Well, I almost typed in Vente. Vente D&D sizes.
Vente D&D Breve. With an
Large
extra shot.
is
Large
just
is like a
10
water
foot
bike.
by 10 foot, so it's 10 feet tall.
It's double Harriet's.
I like to judge things by how many Harriets there are. This is a 3 Harriet trunk car.
I'm gonna pause the recording so if I forget when he comes back, remind me to turn it back.
And things up. Anything comes
said,
through?
I'm recording again because he's coming back.
Okay.
You can keep talking about dragons or giants or whatever.
He says, the eyes of that species of extinct giants whose bones fill the mounds of America have gazed on Niagara Falls as ours do now.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds kind of like he was metaphorically speaking. Like the eyes of giants, like maybe George Washington, like a
Extinct
giant.
giant.
Okay, he said extinct giants.
Extinct giants whose bones fill the mounds of America, because, like, you know, the
Dinosaurs.
Indian
He was
mounds.
talking about
are all-
dinosaurs, maybe.
No, he's talking about the giants that are in the mounds of Native Americans. Ohio, we have them all over the place. You know, we got mounds all over. We got Moundsville, not too far down south from me, like 45 minutes or an hour south. And it's like, it's literally the city has these huge circular mounds that go around. If you look up in Native American mounds with giants, there's really cool pictures.
Is
I
it the
will have to
Grick's
do
turn
that.
to smack me in the face?
Oh gosh, it's Clash's turn. Remember he
Yep,
we lost
we're waiting.
him
Nope.
on his turn. So it is your turn, sir.
Okay. I'll roll again. I did do the lightning bolt, but it didn't go through, so I'll roll it
No,
again.
it didn't.
So
Yeah.
I did a really good roll, but I'll try it again. It did 48 damage, but no, I'll do it again. Let's see. Oh yeah, he. This is something new that you've never seen from him before, and he just leans back and puts his hand out, and the full bolts of lightning across this thing. And it's a DC 16 save for half damage.
DC what?
So 31.
A what? A what?
DC
save?
16.
Okay,
Oh,
there's Dex. No, it's fine. Just needed to know. It is rolling slow. Oh, it rolled a 2. Yep, not gonna pass that.
31 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you
Nice.
start like this giant electric bolt comes out of your hand, and it starts sizzling and crackling all over this thing, and you can like smell like, I don't know, cooked octopus, sort of like a seafoody sort of smell coming off of it as it takes 31 damage. And
What spell is he casting?
lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. New one for me.
Yeah.
Just picked up. For the next minute, I regain 5 hit points at the start of each of my turns. Nice.
Oh, nice. So
Oh,
you gain 5 hit
yeah.
points. Oh, at the start of your
At the
next turn.
start.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one, just don't forget. Yeah.
It's a 100-foot long line.
Oh dear.
But I had moved. I'm sorry, it didn't show anything. I had moved right here.
I heard you say that you
and
moved, or let you leaned.
Moved them, but
Or
I think
something?
what happened, I moved into this little corner here to kind of get a
Okay.
diagonal
Got it.
thing.
I'll let that,
'cause it's-
since it's still the same turn. We haven't moved on yet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The same thing had happened because when I moved it, then it didn't do it because the computer
Yeah.
dropped. It wouldn't let it.
Okay. No problemo. Okay. And now that's the end of your turn, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, but
I-
I'm gonna move too. I'm gonna try to move out of the way.
On my screen, and then it's highlighting weird things on my screen because the lag on this is so bad. And I have to apologize to you guys because I've not logged into Foundry to try to work on that at all in the last 2 weeks. Mostly because I was working and I come home and I just pass out. But I will get it done because this Roll20 is so frustrating. Go ahead.
Moved over to that corner, so if you want to take a talk of opportunity, you can.
Oh, you moved
But
to
I
the other
said
corner?
disadvantage.
Okay. At disadvantage.
I moved over once to shoot, and then I use the rest of my movement to get in the corner.
Got it. Okay. It will take an attack of opportunity. Yeah, she's gonna try to tentacle you. Eventually. Does a 14 hit you?
Does not.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm not gonna bother to roll a second time.
18. That's the other one. I got mage armor, so
Oh yeah.
up to 18 more.
Okay.
This level was good to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now it's the Grick's turn, because that was its attack of opportunity on you. So, it's gonna try to hit Harriet, of course, because
I'm there. Yep.
yep, it's supposed to. And oh man, let's see. Oh, okay. It's going to tentacle you. Eventually. Oh my god, it got a natural 20 for 27.
Yep.
Oh no! It does
Harriet,
exactly 47 damage. I'm not kidding you guys. I am not kidding you guys. Like, I swear to God.
Boink.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, 40. Okay, it does 47 damage, but I get
Yes.
to have it because I am raging.
Oh, thank God! I'm like trying to. 27. There's the roll, and
Sure.
it's
Oh,
31
that's
plus
some
16.
damage. That's some damage.
I was
man.
like, she only has 47.
What kind of damage is it? Slashing?
It's slashing, yeah, but yeah, you get to take
Okay.
half. Thank God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know you guys don't see the rolls,
The head
so I
touch.
just wanted to show you that.
Brutal.
Okay.
So it's,
it-
24 damage.
Yeah, so it gets a beak attack on you now.
Yeah, let's go for it. Come on.
Well, it's not gonna be another 20, so that's good.
Well, don't say that.
No, it wasn't. It was a 23, but that's
still
because it
hits.
has a, yeah. So you take 13 points of piercing damage, halved to 7.
7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, I think I'm super duper wrong about that, but we'll talk about it later.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not concerned.
Like reviewing some stuff after the fact, going, oh, bad DM, bad DM. All right, that's the Grick's turn. Azif, go for it.
Does Azif notice that well, you're not dead, right, Harriet? You're not.
Oh no, I don't look very great.
But you're not expired.
I am not expired, no.
Okay, that changes things for me. He's going to. Let's see. Go 30 feet over to here. And he's going to cast. Let's see, spells. To try to do something, he's going to cast. Guiding bolt on him. Try to hit something big. Or 12. Does a 12 hit?
No.
12
does
doesn't hit.
not. No.
It zaps past him. And I say, "Sheet!" out loud. Sheet! Not sheep! Understand? And I tell Mr. Garibaldi to go and grab a hold of the back of her in case she needs help. So, and by her, I mean Harriet. So he is like attached to the back of Harriet. Like
Okay.
holding on, clinging tight.
Does he have, with your like healing spells, he can just do it for you, or do you have to like
He can
get
do
to
touch.
him? Okay. He can be your
Yeah,
touch.
he can touch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Dang. 12.
Alright, Harriet. You're up.
Yep. Oh boy. Ow. Smack, smack. Okay, so 16 doesn't hit. No, so whiffed it.
Is that it?
I'm going to look at it, and I am going to bounce backwards using my bonus action. Where is it? Rabbit hop. So I can hop 15 feet without provoking any opportunity attacks. So bounce back a good old 15 feet. Boink. Mr. Garibaldi will probably need to come with.
Yeah, he was hanging on, like he was going where you were going. Is that birds behind you?
Totally.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's me.
They're adorable.
Birds outside. Yeah.
So that is my turn.
It's really cool. Yeah, Harry, you're up.
What's
Wow.
what's
They're
this
chirping
Minotaur
with the
thing doing?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
All right, so this Grick is 10 feet tall. This Minotaur is 6 feet off the ground. Ceiling's 20 feet. In my head, I'm gonna parkour my ass up on top of this Grick, jump on this Minotaur, crawl into the chair, and shoot down.
Upside down, Spider-Man style.
Wait. Say that again.
I'm gonna run up this Grick. I'm gonna acrobat my ass up onto this Grick, grab a hold of the bottom of the chair. I'm 10. That's 15 feet. I'm gonna have to like step on the Minotaur. I want to get on the bottom of the chair, look down, and shoot the Grick.
Okay. Your climbing speed? Like, was that part of any of your features or anything?
No, just acrobatics.
Alright, I'm gonna need an athletics check to see if you can climb up there, or acrobatics, either one. You can choose. Because it's like a moving creature, so climbing on a moving creature. I know she's acrobatic for part of her backstory, but gonna need a roll. Oh. Alright. I'll say that you use 5, 10. You're 5, 10, 15.
I had guidance too. I
Oh
used
yeah.
that.
Okay. That's a little better.
Got me all the way up to 13.
Yeah. So 5, 10. You're 10 feet away, and it's 10 feet tall. How much movement do you have?
20 feet.
No, how much? That's all you're allowed in one turn?
No,
you got
30
more than
total, but if I move 10, then I have 20 left.
Right. So I'm going to say it costs you all of your movement to get to the top of the Grick, but as soon as you stand on top of this Grick and it's 10 feet tall, as soon as you, like, pass where its head would be, you fall onto the ceiling. Like, fall. And I'm going to roll a 1d4 to see if you take any damage. Because you weren't expecting that.
I was not expecting that, but it's cool.
You can just stand on the ceiling and jump down.
And you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage because you basically fell, but onto the ceiling. And you weren't expecting
Well, I
it.
kind of would have
at all.
fallen on the Minotaur's lap.
Kind of, yeah.
So that's
you
what
hit,
I was
you
aiming
hit
for.
the mummy. You hit the mummy, and kind of crash down and take like the mummy's arm with you.
Okay.
Yeah. But you weren't trying to jump straight. Well, I guess you kind of were trying to jump straight up to it, weren't you?
Right?
Yeah.
First.
Okay, just only take 1 point of damage instead of 2 because you were
Oh,
you like meant to do that. And
I do too. I look
do-
down, I'm like, oh yeah, I meant to do that.
yeah. And like you jump up and like fall into its lap. So yeah, you're in its lap. But it's all like it would be like jumping on top of a sofa that had like, you know, 25 years worth of dust on it. Like it just puffs everywhere, goes up like a cloud of smoke. And you're looking
That's great.
at everybody above you, but to you it's above you. Them, it's above them. And like you guys look up and you see her, and her hair is not like upside down like it should be, like if she were hanging off the ceiling. She looks like she's sitting normal up there. Is that it, Zora? What else you gonna do? Okay, cool. Can
I
you get me-
don't feel like I probably am going to be a little more discombobulated to start trying to fire up, down, ever.
Yeah, you didn't expect that to happen.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, cool. That's the end of your turn. Clash. Oh, Jacob, could you give me a drink? Thanks.
Oh. We'll hit this thing with a mind sliver.
Alright.
Intelligence save of C16.
I don't know if it would pass that with a 20. I'd have to get a natural 20. No, 16. It rolled. It says 16, but it's not doing anything. Okay. Well, it was a 16. It's a -3 to intelligence. So, what was the DC? Oh,
No, so it's 16.
yeah. No,
It
it
takes
didn't
12
pass.
points.
Okay.
12 points of psychic damage, and it subtracts a D4 from its next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn. I'm just gonna
Okay.
move up here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get my character to do something. No, it doesn't want to move. Anyways, I'm gonna move up here next to Azif. I'm gonna kind of move next. Not letting me move my character now again. But that'll be my turn. I'll move next to Azif and then
Okay.
that's my turn.
Got it. All right. It's the Grick's turn, and the Grick is gonna run after Harriet because it's supposed to, and
Oh,
she did.
sorry.
She did that thing. No, you did that
It
thing.
doesn't have disadvantage because I did miss.
Oh, so that drops off of it.
Yeah, so only if
Okay.
I hit the target does it get that disadvantage and speed
One turn.
disadvantage or whatever. The speed reduce, whatever. But I missed both attacks, so it does not have that at the moment. So it
Okay.
is free to act as it will. Technically,
Let
it
me go
does not
after
have a
you
taunt.
anyway.
Sweet, sounds good.
Just because you were like,
Just 'cause,
slamming
yep.
at it. Yeah,
Yep, fair enough.
it's mad at you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's
I
gonna
understand.
tentacle and beak again.
Okay.
Or actually, no, it's gonna tentacle you and tail Azif. Oh my god, you guys.
Another? Another?
Oh my god. Except this time is not okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a 26 and a 21. Holy cow.
47. Another?
Yeah.
26. Another 47?
Yes, but different
Holy
numbers. I know.
Holy
That
shit.
is insane. What the heck?
I don't have that many hit points. I'm just gonna slam against the wall because bleh.
Yeah.
So
After you, it's going after Azif as it sees that you're no longer moving. And
Yep.
it's going to hit you, Azif, with its tail attack.
What?
Well, it rolled a 13, but it has +7, so it got a 20. 20 hit you?
Yes, armor class 19.
Oh, so just hit you. 10 bludgeoning damage for that one. And you see Harriet on the ground, eyes closed.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the end of the Grick's turn. Azif, it is your turn.
Azif is going to use my cleric thing called Circle of Mortality. So, with bonus action,
You link it? Are you able
yes,
to link it? Okay.
maybe. It
You can
won't
do
let
the
me link it.
display in VTT if you open like
It won't.
the
It doesn't show that.
effect.
Oh wait.
When you open the effect, it should have that.
Did it display?
Yes,
Oh,
it
yes.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead, use the highest number possible. Nice. As the addition, or in addition, you learn this dying cantrip. Doesn't count against the number of cantrip cells. Cool.
So I'm going to use my necklace of prayer beads with cure wounds, the highest level I have, which is 2d8 plus 3. I'll cast it, but I mean it's just the highest it'll give you.
So 19?
Right.
19.
Yeah.
Woo.
Now, I have 5 feet between me and the Greek. Is that touching me, or is there actually a space there?
No, you can get away from it. It's not. You wouldn't provoke attack
Okay.
of opportunity.
I will move over to this spot over here that has like a tunnel going away from it.
Hey, knock it off. No.
And that is my.
No.
I'm telling Mr. Garibaldi to hold on to her. Mr. Garibaldi says, "Don't worry, Toots, I got you. Actually, he says, "Hey,
Oh,
Toots, I got you."
I just smile.
Oh yeah, he's a lover. He's a crazy lover. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Azif?
Yes, that is it.
Okay, Harriet. We'll give you dog time in a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna stand up, not knowing what happened. I do not have. I mean, I can rage again, but instead, I am just going to smack twice. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh hell yeah.
So 20 in total. Also, now that I finally crit, until the start of my next turn, it has disadvantage on every
Sorry.
attack.
And it's dead.
Oh no! Well, I mean, good enough.
It knocked you out. Azif brought you back up, and you just turned around and like demolished this thing. It was yeah.
Yeah.
That had like a visual of the buddy getting knocked back, hitting the wall, the floor, and then just bouncing back up like that and swinging the glaive.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Excellent. I'm going to sit on top of it. I'm going to straddle the weird worm and just sit there confused.
Or what you got up there? What's going on? What are you doing on the ceiling?
Hey guys, this is cool.
Anything interesting up there? Did you get a chance to look around?
No, I just got here actually.
Oh.
I would like to
Harriet.
investigate.
Dude, I didn't even see you go up there.
I didn't see anything, to be fair.
It all happened kind of quickly.
I genuinely don't know what happened. All I know is I don't like the little suckery things on its face. Not a fan. Not a fan. And there's another puppy. Oh my gosh.
So what's going on with the ceiling again?
There's an investigation going on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the investigation roll. Did you roll?
Oh, I didn't. I just
Oh.
no. I got a 23. It's a passive thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. What are you looking for?
Remember, 10
What do
feet
you-
away is his axe.
Yeah, what are you
Well,
focused
I'm
on?
sitting on
I
a
guess?
mummified minotaur with gems for eyes, so I'll start with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
but-
she's looking at peeking in his wraps.
I mean, what are you like? What are you focusing on?
Well, it's been like 2 seconds, so is it moving?
It's not moving.
Is it like alive? Does it do anything?
No,
Okay.
you seem to like feel just even though you like barely shift your weight on this thing because you're like sitting in its lap, but like sideways, that it's crunchy underneath you. Like if you move, it's like you're on a bag of chips or something. Like it's
Gross.
Do a little dance, Sora.
Oh
Do a
yes,
little dance.
mummy chips. That will be her newest invention.
Yes. Boy,
Override.
never really have any supply demands with that one. Yeah, I'm looking for
Ruby eyes.
yeah, some gems, some
yes.
loot, some anti-gravity switch, a fucking magic plus 10 Vorpal hand crossbow.
Yes, so there are. It's just what you saw when you guys first got close to this area. You saw the stone throne, the mummy, and the great axe, but it is knocked over 10 feet.
What kind of gems are they? Can I have them?
You know what? good question. What do you mean, can you have them?
I mean, they aren't set in the skull with a mouse trap or something, are they?
Mm-mm.
Are they trapped?
Look around, and you don't see that they're trapped. Mm-mm. What are you doing?
See you, Zora.
Mm-hmm.
I just put my hands up like this, and I'm like, I don't know, and I grab them.
Okay. They pop right out. And you have in your possession a banded agate worth 10 gold. I'll put it in the chat. And a zircon, which is, this one's clear. Worth 50 gold in your possession now.
I throw the trouble of mummifying someone and putting him upside down in the ceiling of a room, and all I could afford is $100 fucking sunglasses. All right, I'm gonna go check out this great axe sword thing.
Yep. You get up off of the chair and it feels normal. It feels like you're just walking. Everything feels normal. You feel like you're on the right side of the ceiling, but the floor is the floor to you, and it acts completely normal to you. You walk over 10 feet, and you have... Or what are you going to do with the axe? Are you picking it up? Are you inspecting it? Are
I
you...
toss up a rope to you.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna investigate it, and then I'm gonna pick it up.
It doesn't seem like there's nothing about it that is special. It's not giving you any like magical vibes or anything like that. It just seems very basic, great axe. And you, as
Oh,
you
is
said,
there anything else in the room / ceiling?
just
That axe
like
is so
stone
basic.
stone debris. Did you say you're throwing a rope up, Azif?
Yes. I'm tossing a rope up to you, Zora.
Make an athletics check.
Oh dear God. Oh, that should work. I got the +4 with that. Well, thanks.
Okay. Did you were you throwing the whole rope or just half of the rope?
I'm throwing the loop up to her
Okay.
like a lasso.
Yeah, so it
I'm
gets
saying, here,
like,
Zora.
it gets about 8 feet and then it drops back down.
Ah,
like-
shit! I was standing on the other end of it.
You can try again, but the DC is gonna be higher.
Here, Mr. Garibaldi, can you carry this up to her?
Okay. How far can Mr. Garibaldi fly? Like, fly as far as you want away from you, right?
Yeah, he can fly.
Yeah. Alright.
He's got a fly speed of 40 feet.
Oh dang! Now I gotta look up damn Mr. Garibaldi's stuff because I gotta know. You know what? No, I'm just gonna make a DM call. So Mr. Garibaldi grabs the rope. Is he still invisible?
Yes.
Okay. This is gonna be funny. Mr. Garibaldi grabs the rope and he you see like the end of the rope like start to like, go up into the air, and about halfway up the height of the ceiling, you just see all of a sudden like he falls, like it shoots him all the way down to Zora's like feet, where her feet would be. And he's there, invisible, I guess, still. And it made kind of like a little puff of dust up you could see that on your side, Zora, because he was not expecting that to happen to him, but he's still hanging on to the rope.
Does he take any damage?
No, I won't have him take, because he does have the ability to fly. So I will say that like he was able to catch himself because he can fly before he hit, but it was basically like he was flying and then all of a sudden he was falling. Because he was discombobulated for a split second, but then he like caught himself just enough so he didn't hurt himself, but he still made a little like poof so that Zora could see where he was.
There is a pretty cool dust devil imprint, like with the wings spread out at your feet.
Hey, Mr. G.
If
And I climb up the rope.
Would that make him come invisible?
It is not an attack,
come out
and
of
it is
invisible?
not.
Okay.
It is not an attack, or if he didn't take any damage, his concentration is still up. So.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted for like the RP part of it. If you wanted to make him not invisible, I don't know.
Yeah, he
didn't
can come
take damage.
invisible and like walk across the ceiling and like tap his foot on it to be like, "Hey, what the hell, man? I was flying up. How is this down now?"
Yep. Yeah, he feels like it's down now too. The same as Zora.
I'm climbing the rope. I'm like,
climbing the
G,
rope up.
hold that for a second.
Okay,
What are you handing him?
The rope? What are you handing him? Zora, what are you handing him? Did you say you were handing him
who?
something? I thought you
No,
were
I'm not
Mr.
handing anything.
Garibaldi. Oh, okay.
No, I said, hi, G, hold that.
Oh, okay.
The end of the rope.
We thought you were handing him something to hold while you climbed the rope. That's what it sounded
No,
like.
I was just telling him not to let go of it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. And it's kind of taut on both sides. The rope is. So you could actually, as if you're holding the bottom of it.
Yes.
Okay. You feel like it's being held really, really tightly. And Mr. Garibaldi also feels like it's being held really, really tightly. So you guys are almost like tug-of-warring? Or it feels like you're tug-of-warring?
I'm going to see if I can get my head to stop right in the middle so my hair goes opposite directions.
Man, that's really got to screw with your blood pressure.
So, Zora, you start climbing. Make an athletics check for this. You only need a 10. Okay, good. Alright, so you're a tough little girl, and as soon as you get like exactly halfway in the room, your hair immediately lifts upside down, and you feel gravity pull you the opposite direction. And you kind of like do like your acrobatic thing that you do where you would like flip around, but you're still hanging onto the rope. And then you go down a few more feet, and then you jump off the rope.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I got some rock.
Harriet, how you feeling?
Did you bring the great axe with you, or did you leave it up there?
I'm not feeling.
Oh. Sorry, I
Looking
forgot.
pretty
Hold
rough.
on. I'm going to run go get the axe.
So you're gonna climb back up?
Uh-huh.
Okay, give me another athletics check. You're gonna climb back up the rope. You just climb down. Okay, you're good. Same thing happens. You climb up the rope. Halfway through, your hair flips, and you realize like gravity's tugging you the other way. You flip around. You jump down, and grab the great axe. So now you're one-handed climbing. Okay. Roll another athletics check.
You can always tie it to the rope. We can try to pull it. Zora.
Yeah, it's really
Struggling.
awkward because this is a great axe and you're a little girl and you're trying to climb one-handed. You're not feeling it. You've already climbed this rope back and forth and done your tricks twice, and this is just, you drop the axe and you're like kind of shrugging to Azif and Clash. Like, oh, sorry,
Hold on,
I can't
I
get
got
this.
this.
The DC goes up if you do it again.
Nah,
Just tie
I ain't
the
even
rope
worried
around
about
it.
that. Well, then how am I gonna get up? Well, hold on.
Climb the
I'm
rope
gonna
and then we'll
take-
pull it.
I'm gonna run my ass at the mummy, jump on his shoulders, and jump straight up with the axe, and then flip my ass around and land.
You would have to.
Jump like 4 feet, yeah.
No. Because the mummy's sitting on a throne, but because it's probably, well, okay, fine, yeah, you're right. You have to jump like 4 feet, so I'm gonna need another athletics check. Yeah.
I'll say to Azif, you might want to check on Harriet there. She's not looking too good. Can't really do anything for her.
And you do that, you just are kind of tired after all this, and you jump up with the great axe in hand, but it's so heavy and it just like pulls you back down, and you hit your butt on the ground. Not hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna tie the rope around myself and the axe.
And the mummy. Tie it around the mummy, too.
But I don't know how it works. If it's like anti-gravity, then you're just gonna be like pulling on the floor. Like,
Not
we can try.
around the throne, just around the mummy.
Okay. Me and the great axe and the mummy are tying ourselves together like a giant tied-up peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, you're gonna need another athletics check because you're now trying
Come on,
to jump.
Clash, let's pull.
You're trying to jump tied to a bunch of anchors.
What? I'm not trying to jump anymore. They're just gonna pull on the rope.
We're gonna pull. We're gonna
Oh,
pull.
okay.
Me and Clash are gonna pull.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you pull and you were like, you can't make this move.
Is he tied onto the bench? Jesus, that guy's heavy for a dead guy that's dried out.
You guys obviously haven't watched the latest season of Stranger Things. If you throw a rope into an upside down, the rope just stays. You can't move it.
So yeah,
Can I just scuttle up the rope and see if I can grab the mummy and chuck him down on the ground?
Yes.
What?
Yes, you can. Mhm.
Cool. I'm gonna get off my little horsey, and I'm gonna scuttle up the rope.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna grab him,
Mhm.
and I'll just jump
Got to throw him
with
up.
him
I mean, you
because
can
I can
jump
jump
with-
15
you
feet.
Where?
can like climb back up the rope. Because you're really strong, so you could just give me like a strength check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like throwing the mummy over one side.
Well, they had it tied, so the mummy's tied to the rope, and the mummy's tied to the rope, and the great axe was tied to the rope, right?
Okay. Well, I
They
guess
both
I'll take
tied to
the
me.
little package and then throw
are you-
myself down.
Wait, Zora, are you tied to the rope as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll take the
So
package
they're like,
and
so
jump
they're
15
daisy
feet.
chained together, like
This whole
Zora
hilarious.
and the
Well, this-
mummy and the thing are daisy chained together. So you could like hold the rope, and then like kind of climb up the rope with them and like chuck them, if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
go
I
sit
could go
down in
down
the
with
corner.
them, but because I've got my jumpy
I go,
jumps.
I go sit in the corner, sit down, and put my back against the wall, and pull out some snacks and some drinks, and start watching the show. See what happens.
Okay.
Right?
All
I'm
right.
gonna get the popcorn. Watch this.
Go ahead and make an athletics check, Harriet.
Okay. I don't know how this will work, but bonk. No, wow, only a 10.
Hey, all you needed. That is all you
Okay.
needed. Yes. Zora got a 5 and a 9. That's why she couldn't get that damn great axe across. So as you like throw them up, as soon as you get like halfway through, you can kind of feel, especially because Harriet, you are covered in fur, that like the shift in gravity, you can kind of tell where it is on the like what level on ceiling it is, and it's about halfway. And so as you climbed up the rope and you grabbed like Zora and the group and tied to the rope and you throw it, you're throwing it like up, but then it, as soon as it crosses that gravity barrier, I guess, then it goes crashing down, as does they bring the rope with it, and you're hanging onto the rope, so you get slammed down on the ground with Zora and the mummy and the great axe. You guys all slam on the ground. And the
It's
rope.
fine.
I guess I
Catfish.
could have you guys get like D4 or something, because you just got slammed out of the ceiling. So here you go. I'm rolling a D4 really quick.
Twist my ankle.
Everybody take 2, which by everybody I mean Laura
and Zora.
and Harriet, yeah. And the mummy kind of like splats, and like there's like the wrappings and stuff, and like just bone shards everywhere. But you do have like the head stays intact, the minotaur head, eyeless, and still has some wrappings around it.
It's like somebody's got a new helmet.
I am totally taking that with me.
Right.
Okay.
I open up my arms and I call for Mr. Garibaldi, and like he like flies toward me, and whenever he hits that moment, like where everything like flips, he like crashes into my chest in a big hug.
Aww. For that minotaur head, just put mummified minotaur head, I guess. Yeah, and so you guys have the gems. You have your rope back, and you
I have a great axe.
And you have a great axe. It's just a plain old great axe. There's literally nothing special about it.
It's special to me. I won't fight with
Okay.
anything else from here on out.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have
That'll go
disadvantage. Yeah. I think that's where we'll end it, because I wanted you guys to see if you guys would figure that puzzle out. I love those kinds of rooms in here where they have like, oh, how do we get to do that? How are we gonna overcome that, like puzzle stuff? Yay!
Yeah, I thought for sure that Minotaur was going to come to life and